Welcome to today's daily release. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Christina. It's Wednesday, and we're midway through week 2 of our Love and Connection month.
This week, we've been talking about boundaries and the exhaustion that comes from caring for everyone else.
And today we're going underneath both of those patterns to look at what's really driving them. I'm afraid to be seen.
Ouch. Now, this is the fear that if people really know you, who you are, what you need, what you think, they'll judge you, reject you, or leave.
So you hide. You hide behind service, you hide behind helping, you hide behind making everyone else feel comfortable.
But here's the truth. You can't have real connection if you're constantly hiding, and you can't build the life you want if you're terrified of being visible.
So today we're using the LifeSet framework to release that fear, understand what's happening in your body and your nervous system, and rewire towards authentic presence so you can restore your capacity for real connection.
So, Christina, what's happening in the nervous system when someone is afraid to be visible?
Well, the fear gets wired early, usually in environments where being visible was dangerous. So maybe getting attention meant criticism or punishment. So your amygdala learned being visible equals danger. And it thought that being invisible would equal safety. But the patterns don't go away. So even if everything else in your life changes, the situation could be completely different. You will return to these old patterns unless you build new ones.
Exactly.
And that's how you overcome these patterns. So as an adult, if you have these old patterns, if you are about to show up as yourself, your nervous system could flood with anxiety.
And from a naturopathic perspective, I see the physical cost of this constantly. People who are afraid to be visible often present with shallow breathing. They're literally trying to take up less space. I see chronic tension in the jaw, shoulders, and chest, digestive issues from swallowing the truth, weakened immunity.
Because hiding isn't passive, it's work. You're constantly monitoring, am I being too much? Did I say the wrong thing?
And that hypervigilance keeps your cortisol elevated, disrupts your sleep, taxes your adrenal system. Your body is working overtime to keep you small.
And your nervous system knows the difference.
That's true.
It does.
And
it
so,
really does. Between the real you and the version you're performing. So that internal disconnection creates its own suffering.
Yes. Well, so let's talk about release. Now, this first step in the LifeSet framework is identifying and releasing stored fear, shame, and tension that's keeping this hiding pattern locked in place.
That's where our LifeSet daily release method comes in, using EFT tapping to release what your body's been holding. Now, this is for general daily stress, so not specific trauma or major events. So if you have that, go to the community and find out more. So first, we start with discovery, noticing what you're feeling and where. Then we check intensity using the 0 to 10 scale.
So if you're in the green zone, that's 0 to 4, you're good to tap. Now, if you're in the yellow, which is 4,
a high
4, a 4 with just a little bit of attitude maybe, to 6, do a few rounds of breathing first. And if you're in the red, which is 7 to 10, just tap the point silently or do a breathing exercise because that is not for a daily release. Now, remember, these are everyday patterns and feelings, not memories or events.
That's right. So today's tapping, we'll use a setup statement. Even though I have fear in my...
Wherever you feel it.
Yeah, but I'm going to say stomach.
Okay.
Even though I have fear in my stomach about being visible, I deeply and completely accept myself.
Right. So do your own discovery right now and fill out your own sheet. And now you're not forcing yourself to be visible before you're ready.
That's right.
We're just releasing the fear response that's been running the show. So let's tap together.
Alrighty. So we'll do one complete round together using the LifeSet daily release method, and then you'll do 2 more rounds on your own.
Okay. Now first check your intensity. How strong is that fear of being visible right now? Rate it as a 0 to 10. Now remember, we're working with general daily feelings here, not specific events.
Now let's start with the setup statement. So you're going to tap the side of your hand and you're going to repeat after us 3 times. So even though I have fear in my stomach about being visible, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have fear in my stomach about being visible, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have fear in my stomach about being visible, I deeply
and
and completely accept myself. Okay, now we'll tap through the points. Fear in my stomach.
Fear in my stomach.
There's fear in my stomach.
There's fear in my stomach.
Fear.
Fear.
In my stomach.
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 It's in my stomach.
And fear.
And fear.
Okay, so now I invite you to check your intensity. Did it shift at all?
Is it more, less, or the same?
Mm-hmm.
And continue with those rounds.
Yeah, do 2 more complete rounds on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to use your own words for what you're feeling and where you feel it in your body.
And if the intensity for whatever reason goes up, don't continue tapping. Just go back to breathing.
That's right. Alrighty, so that's one of the tools we use in our release method.
Yes.
Our release phase. And the second phase is rewire.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we give your brain new information. I mean, literally, you're rewiring a new pathway.
That's right.
Being visible doesn't equal danger.
Exactly. Because here's what we've observed. When people start showing up authentically, their physical symptoms improve. Jaws unclench, the breathing deepens, the digestion regulates, the body relaxes when it doesn't have to hide anymore. And often people haven't even known that their jaw was clenched and they go,
yeah,
there's something different.
So the old neural pathway said visibility could equal danger, rejection, judgment. The new pathway says visibility in the right place, connection. Being present is how I find where I belong.
And you build that new pattern through small experiments. You share one true thing in a conversation. You let someone witness you struggle a little. And when you survive being visible, you're laying down new neural tracks.
You're teaching your body, I can be visible and still be safe.
Right. And so now we have our third step, and that's restore. When you release the fear and rewire the belief, your nervous system can finally restore.
When you stop hiding and when you stop monitoring every word and gesture, your body gets to come down from hypervigilance.
Right. And the restore phase is where healing happens. Your cortisol normalizes, your breathing deepens, your chest opens. Your immune system will strengthen. I often see people's chronic health issues improve simply because they stopped exhausting themselves by hiding.
That's why visibility isn't just being brave, it's restorative. When you stop hiding, you're allowing your nervous system to restore its baseline capacity.
And when you're restored, you show up differently everywhere. You have more presence, more energy, more authentic connection, because you're not using all of your resources to stay small anymore.
So here's your action step this week using the LifeSet framework.
First, release. Notice where you're hiding. Maybe it's in conversations where you stay surface level. Maybe it's in a relationship where you are always performing a role.
Don't judge it, just notice it. Oh, I'm hiding right now. That awareness is the first step of release. Use the LifeSet daily release method to tap on it.
Right, and now second is rewire. Choose one safe place to be a little more visible this week. Maybe you share something real in a conversation, or maybe you let someone witness you struggling instead of just pretending, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine.
It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be real. And notice what happens. Did they reject you or did something shift?
Third, restore. Notice what happens in your body when you let yourself be visible. Does your breathing deepen? Does your chest open? Does your jaw relax?
That's your nervous system learning it's safe to be present. That's restore in action.
So you don't have to stay hidden to stay safe. You can be visible, present, and real.
Release the fear, rewire the pattern, restore your capacity for an authentic connection.
Thanks for being here.